Okay, do you want some serious help with those pesky brick walls in your genealogy research? Well, FamilySearch has a new free AI tool that you could add to your tool belt. It's called the FamilySearch AI Research Assistant, and it offers a lot of potential. However, there are some things that you really need to know that I want to share with you today. And I have an important bonus tip at the end of this video that's going to ensure that you are going to be really successful. The first thing that you need to know about the AI Research Assistant is what it can do for you. So it can take a look at your family tree and it can propose potential new people to be added to the tree. It can also search the vast array of free genealogy records over at FamilySearch, including the new full text search. And it can also search the web. So it's going to be able to offer you new resources to take a look at. And also it works like a chatbot so that you can have a conversation with it on how to get further in your genealogy research. So how does it do all this? Well, that leads me to my second point, and that is you have to have a family tree on FamilySearch.org in order for the AI assistant to help you. So before you do anything else, make sure that you've got a free account over at FamilySearch.org. If you're new to FamilySearch, it's important to understand actually how the family tree at FamilySearch works. It's different than other genealogy websites like Ancestry and MyHeritage. At FamilySearch, it's one global tree. So what you do is you start with yourself. You start to add information, your parents, your grandparents. Eventually, you are going to end up wanting to add somebody who's already on the global tree, the one that everybody works on together at FamilySearch. So you start adding these existing people into your tree, and that way you are connected to the main family tree. There's also something called family group trees over at FamilySearch, and those are kind of private collaborative spaces where you can invite your relatives in and you can work on a shared tree. The AI Research Assistant will also look at shared family trees along with the global tree when it's making suggestions. So now that you're connected to the global family tree at FamilySearch, it's time to connect up with the AI Research Assistant, and that is available in the Labs section of FamilySearch right now. So head to the Experiments page, and the easiest way to get there is to click the FamilySearch logo in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, and then scroll down and click Experiments. On the Experiments homepage, you're going to scroll down to Grow Your Tree with AI Research Assistant, and just click the Try It button. Now you're going to click Start the Experiment. Right away, you are going to see that the AI Research Assistant is going to start suggesting people to potentially add to your tree. You could start looking at those right now, but wait, are you in charge of your genealogy research, or is FamilySearch AI in charge of your genealogy research? It's you. So take a moment, think about what it is you want to accomplish. What is your brick wall? That's what you want to focus on. So the thing is, the AI Research Assistant is really two products. The first is designed much like Hints that you're probably used to. It suggests people to be added to your family tree. Now you can certainly pursue these, but realistically your time is limited. And do you really want to chase these down when they may be completely unrelated from your personal research goals? Product one can kind of encourage a scattered approach to genealogy research, and that's not going to do you any favors. And currently, with the way the AI assistant is working, it's likely to suggest some people as being new that are actually already part of the global family tree. Because of this, we're going to keep you in the driver's seat, and we are going to focus on what they call Product 2. This is designed to come alongside of you and work with you while you're working on the ancestors and the family lines that are most important to you. But don't worry, because what we're going to be talking about and the steps that I'm going to show you really in many ways are applicable to Product 1 if you decide to try to use that as well. In my case, I would really like to learn more about my direct ancestor, George Russell, and his family and who his children were. Let's head to the exact branch of the tree that we want to work on. From the home page, in the menu, go to Family Tree and then click Tree. I like navigating through the tree because it kind of refreshes my memory about who all the players are before I start working on them, and that's a really good thing. So here's George Russell, the father of Rebecca. Click on the person's name. This will pop out some quick details about him. but click the person button to go to this person's full profile page. Now we are in business. The AI research assistant that we activated is now right here on the profile page. Click the Open button, and this will pop out the AI Assistant pane on the right side of the screen. This is where you can ask the assistant questions, and you'll notice it's already starting to offer up some potential questions that you could ask. Things like, help me find genealogical information about George Russell. Who were George Russell's parents? Who were George Russell's children? And so on. Using this approach really helps you avoid some potential disasters. Because the thing is, there are a lot of George Russells in the family tree at FamilySearch, and potentially there could be multiple people in my own family tree who have the name George Russell. So by going to the profile page, we have the exact unique ID number for this particular George Russell. So that means when we start the profile page, any questions or interactions that we have with the assistant are only about this unique George Russell. If we click one of these proposed questions, the assistant gets right to work analyzing a wide variety of sources. This thing is really powerful. After a few moments, you're going to get some results. You can review all the sources that the assistant has used in your chat by clicking the box icon at the top of the pane. And you can save the chat by clicking the Save icon next to it. And that brings me to another important point. This is a lot like some of your favorite chatbots like Claude and Gemini and ChatGPT. This is meant to be a conversation. The AI research assistant is designed to help you explore ideas and drill down to specific answers. For example, you can see that the assistant already suggested the names of several children. So I'm going to want to first compare that list with what's actually already confirmed on the family tree. Next, I'm going to want to review the sources that it found, and it is always exciting to find new sources. In this case, it found an entry from Find a Grave, and it also found a really terrific old history book that includes an entry about George Russell and his family. Now, after clicking a source and confirming that it really is the right person, you're going to want to attach this to your tree. On the page where you were viewing the source, click the Attach to Tree button at the top of the screen. In the pop-out pane, the first step is to add a title for the source and any notes that you want to add. Click the View Attachments link to see if it's already attached to people in the tree. And in this case, it's not attached to anyone. Then click the Next button, and step 2 is to select a person that you want to attach the source to. You'll see a list of some people from your tree to choose from, but you can also go back to your previous tab, copy the unique ID for the person, and paste it in the person ID box just to be sure you have the right person. This really helps when you have multiple people in your tree with the same name. Click the Next button. Step 3 is where you can attach the source to additional people that it pertains to. So here you can make multiple selections, like the spouse and a number of the children. Click the Next button, and you'll finish up with step 4, where you can review your work and add any notes on why you believe this source is a good match. Then finish up by clicking the Attach to Tree button. And there you go. You have made a new discovery. You've confirmed that it's correct, and you've been able to attach it to your tree. And this leads me to my bonus tip. Before we go there, I just want to say if you're enjoying this video, send me a sign. Will you click the like button and let me know that you've enjoyed it? Also, subscribe to the Genealogy Gems YouTube channel and be sure to click the bell icon because that's how they let you know whenever I publish something new. So I'm going to have that bonus tip that is really going to ensure your success right after this. I want to tell you about what might be one of the best uses of AI from a family history website. It's Storied.com's new World War I collection. It's featuring the AI draft card Story Builder. Instead of just seeing your ancestor's name, John Smith was born in 1895, you really get the complete story. Storied's AI extracts every detail from the draft records. So it's the occupation, physical description, family status, even the local draft board that they visited. And then it creates this beautiful narrative that you can share with your family. This is my great-grandfather, Charles Burkett. Storied had the World War I draft registration card, and it turned it into an entire story. The AI was able to add in so many more details. It's absolutely incredible and so easy. You can add photographs, documents, even audio recordings. Try it for free. Sign up for a 7-day free trial. And the World War I collection is included in the Storied Essential Package. And that's only $19.99 per year. Head to Storied.com. Now, in this particular conversation with the AI research assistant, it listed a bunch of children. I have confirmed that they are all actually on the family tree. Since this is a chatbot, the logical next step is to ask it more questions to dive deeper. I might ask it something like, based on what is already documented in the family tree, how likely is it, based on what you know about George and his wife, that there are other children? Here's the answer I received. Based on the existing documentation, there are no indications of additional children beyond those already recorded. George Russell and his wife Mary Vale had a total of 9 children, all of whom are documented. Therefore, it is unlikely that there are other children not already accounted for. And this, my friends, brings me to my bonus tip as to how to make sure that you have success using the AI research assistant. This answer from the assistant says, hey, they're all documented. It's unlikely there's anybody else. But here's the thing, a human genealogist like you and me can think this through. We can apply critical thinking to the situation and look at the whole picture, which we should. The reason there are no children beyond George Russell Jr., who was born in 1814, is that George Russell Sr. died in 1814. How did it miss that? Because this is not a human being. This is a chatbot. And I know chatbots talk to you and it feels like it's a real person behind there, but it's not. It's a tool. And in this case, it's an experiment. And in fact, all AI right now is really an experiment. They're all in development. This is all new technology. And so it's continually being trained. There is a bright future here in terms of it getting more accurate because every time we use it, we are helping to train it to get better. So getting a wrong answer like this, does that mean we shouldn't use it right now? No, it just means we need to understand the limitations and then just take advantage of what it can do and keep using our own brain power as the final decision maker on what is correct and what goes in our family tree. I even followed up with this question. Did you notice that George Russell died in 1814? Therefore, he could not have fathered children beyond that date. Remember, this is a conversation. Unfortunately, the AI assistant dug a deeper hole in its answer. George Russell died on May 21st, 1814. Therefore, he could not have fathered any children after this date. His last known child, George Russell Jr., was born on June 30th, 1814, which is after George Russell's death. This indicates that the information about George Russell Jr. being a child of George Russell is incorrect, as he could not have been born after his father's death. My friends, don't let this discourage you. Evidently, AI doesn't know that pregnancy takes 9 months. The bonus tip is let this be a powerful reminder that AI is a tool, not a person, and there will be errors. So in the end, you need to use your decision-making power. But its ability to access such a wide range of materials and interact with you about the tree itself, it could really prove helpful now, and I think it's going to get stronger and better as time goes on. So all that being said, I don't think we're in any danger of being replaced by the AI research assistant as a genealogist anytime soon, but hopefully it will become a much better assistant. Head to the comments and let me know what your experience is with FamilySearch's AI research assistant. I'm really interested to hear what your discoveries are, what the mistakes were. Leave a comment below. If you want to stay in touch with me and all the things that we're doing at Genealogy Gems, including our free podcast, sign up for my free email newsletter. You can do that at genealogygems.com. Thank you so much, my friends, for listening and watching. I'll talk to you soon.